The weather this time of year in the South, perfect. Fall football weather. And we've got the roof wide open here at Mercedes-Benz Stadium in the heart of Georgia. Today we've got a Week 6 matchup for you here, as it'll be the Washington Commanders taking on the Atlanta Falcons. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. Cordero Patterson to return it, bringing it out of the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. One of only 2 rookies to top 1,000 yards on the ground last year. Here's Tyler Algier. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down. I tell you what, CD, this Washington defense, very strong in the victory last week.
And what I saw on film was a nearly unstoppable pass rush. 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries given up. So now what do you do on offense? You just max protect, keep everyone in and run the ball? Or maybe just 1 or 2 receiver routes in order to try and keep your quarterback upright.
Second down throw coming for Ritter. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8. Looking to throw it here. Ritter. Short throw caught by Pitts. And oh, he's just going to be short here. Barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches.
I thought they might take a shot down the field, but instead they ran a little drag route there. I think they were hoping he could catch it and run away from the defender. But a really good job keeping the play in front of them, and they force a 4th down.
On 4th down, punt coming from Braden Mann. And it's fielded at the 34. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And Washington will have a short field here as they take over 1st and 10. Right around the 40. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
They'll come up on a 2nd and 4 now from the 40-yard line. Second down. Howell now. And this is caught. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Commanders get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Joey Sly on for the extra point. And the kick is good, and the Commanders out to a 7-0 lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Patterson going to bring this out of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And they are a game under 500 now following the loss a week ago. And this is a team, Charles, that just has not been able to string victories together. Yeah, they're certainly going the wrong way, aren't they? Because it looked like they had things pointing in the right direction, but now they've lost 2 straight. And that means this game is vital, extremely important, because if they fall 2 games below 500, the road back into playoff contention, awfully difficult. On second down, another shot for Robinson. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up third down. This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Off the play fake, it's Ritter. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. Out now is the punter, Braden Mann. And he'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And where will this be spotted? The side judge says it went out just across midfield. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead. Of course they would. I mean, look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal. Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. Second down. You talk about this Falcon defense. They've been pretty good against the pass. Not amazing, but good. Number 13 in the league. So I'm prepping for this game. I kept asking myself the question, what's keeping this group from being top 10 in the league against the pass? And? Too many mistakes, especially little mistakes. And those add up into big mistakes. Big mistakes add up into points against you. For the play fake, and now here's Howell to throw it. And his throw is incomplete. Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down. They'll go play action. Howell slings this deep for McLaurin, and that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
that's some good closing speed there defensively, because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
And now the punter, Tress Way, as he sends this one away. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin him back. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Not only are they in search of their first score, they're in search of their first down in this ball game as they come up 1st and 10. That's going to be caught downfield by Miller. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Another good run there for a guy who, remember, on Wednesday was named NFC Offensive Player of the Week for what he did a week ago. Yeah, and you know it takes some solid runs and some extra special ones in order to win that type of an award. I think he's locked in and wants to get it done a second time. And they'll run it. This is James Robinson. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
And they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
On 1st and 10, it's Algier. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. The Falcons at 2-3 here to begin the new season. And they come in losers of 2 straight, so trying to turn things around here.
And you just mentioned 2 straight, and when you're talking about 2 games, that's nothing to panic about. They feel like they've been a little bit unlucky in the last couple. This is a club that's more than capable of turning things around, and I expect them to play really well here.
From the 24 now, here's a 2nd and 7. And they'll go on the ground. A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter. Third and 5. Ritter to throw it. Here's a screen for Robinson. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. 9 yards that time. And this is a guy who last week not only helped his real team, but really helped a lot of fantasy teams. 3 trips to pay dirt. They've got to contain him.
And watching him play is like going to lunch with you when you order that combo plate, right? In this case, his combo plate is he can go over the top of you and catch it in front, turn it into a big gain, run past you, and then uses his size and his physical abilities to keep you away from the football. Hard to defend this guy.
Reigning NFC Offensive Player of the Week. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Seven yards left for second down. Ball at the 10. In motion left here, one of their tight ends. On second, here's Algier. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting third and about 4 to go.
Well, at that rate, picking up 3 yards a carry, you and I both know that doesn't cut it in this league and trying to get first downs unless you're playing 4-down football. Then that's a whole different situation. But I don't think that's what they're trying to do here. 3rd and 4, though, is still manageable.
This will be play number 9 of the drive here as they need 4 yards on 3rd down. In motion left goes a tight end. On 3rd down, Robinson. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. Koo knocks this one through the post. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So that kick gives them their first points of the game, CD. And it comes on the 3rd drive, but hopefully for them that's a spark that gets that offense going.
Yeah, and I would say if you're the offensive play caller, as you look at your sheet, you're trying to find that part on there that unlocks bigger points. They've struggled with a few drives so far, finally got 3 out of it. How do you find the end zone? That's what he's searching for now.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. No points last time out. They were forced to punt, if you remember, but no time to dwell on that. They've still got the lead here and a chance to add to that here. 1st and 10 as this new drive starts. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
On 2nd down now. Goodson. And some space here. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. That good for 19 and a 1st down.
Well, as we've learned over the years, just because a guy plays left tackle doesn't mean he doesn't have run blocking abilities. And we just saw it there. Controlled the line of scrimmage, created a big gain.
That's kind of a bonus. He's there to protect that high value that you have back under center, but he creates space in the run game.
Yeah, not only can he dance, he can mash too.
From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. And Howe will throw it. And this is taken in at the 5. A huge play there for Washington. 41 yards.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
Robinson is into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. Well, nothing fancy there, Charles. You had 3 tight ends on the field. They were going to run the football. The defense knew it, but the defense couldn't stop them.
And I haven't met an offensive line yet that doesn't get more satisfaction out of running the football into the end zone than pass protecting. They had determination on their side, and they got it done.
Washington kick team back out there now as they will send this one away. From his end zone, here comes Patterson. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And it's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
They'll give him 4 yards there, and that's going to bring up 2nd down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line. But once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Now a 2nd and 6. Ritter off the play fake. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Washington on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 6. Going play action. Ritter. And that is incomplete.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'll guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
On is the punter man as he boots this one away. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. Their last time out, looking to repeat that. Charles's defense, they were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. 7 yards there and a 1st down. We've got a 14-3 ball game with 2 minutes left in the opening half. Samuel going to go in motion right. On 1st down, Howell. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Here's Howell. He's got it. Touchdown, Commanders. Curtis Samuel from 13 yards out. And the Commanders are able to add on to that lead. The extra point by Sly is up and good. And the lead is up to 18 now. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And Patterson will not return it. It comes out to the 25. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And this, let's face it, an important drive if they're going to get back into this ballgame.
Think about going into the locker room down 21-10 as opposed to 21-3. 21-10, a little more optimism, a little more bounce around the locker room, a little more discussion about how they're going to finish this thing off. 21-3. I think discouragement clouds that locker room.
Yeah, and I think a touchdown much bigger than a field goal on this drive just to get into the end zone and get that momentum. And this time not as successful, as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be third down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on third down.
Partner, I know we're in the era of the mobile quarterback, but there's still an element of surprise when that position keeps the football. And what a nice gain on that play.
He'll get this to about the 38.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
They'll come up 2nd and 7. And they'll run it here. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts, as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. And they'll go with a ground attack here. And a pretty athletic run right there, as he's going to get this down inside the 40. The Falcons going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. Falcons going to use their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
This time, Ritter choosing to throw it. Going deep this time for Miller. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. Second half about to start. The Commanders have the lead. They'll get it first as we are back underway. Well, CD, you understand. I mean, they're so eager trying to get back in this game here in the 4th quarter, but they touched that one a little too early before it went 10 yards.
Brandon, in such a high-stakes scenario, everyone's feeling the pressure on this play. The special teams coordinator, which one is he going to pick in terms of kicks? Can the kicker execute it? Can the team wait for 10 yards? So many variables, and in this case, they didn't get it done.
They'll try the left side. Goodson. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
2nd and 9. Straight ahead, Gibson. Only gets 3 yards there on the heels of the 1-yard pickup. Sets up 3rd and 6. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
And they'll need the 39 here for a first. This is 3rd down. And they're going to motion Dotson to the left. Howell throwing on 3rd down here. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
They'll throw on 1st down. Here's Howell. Throw right side complete to Dotson. So no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
That was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. 2nd down, Howell back to pass. Going right back to Dotson. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders. Hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
They need 2. Here's 3rd down. And they're going to motion Dotson to the left. Third and 2. Here's Howell. That is caught. Touchdown. Jahan Dotson. An 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Commanders add 6 to their lead. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And they open the lead up now to 25. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Patterson going to bring this out of the end zone. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. And he'll get this up to about the 40. Ball at the 40 here for 2nd and 5.
Kill. Turn up. Wait. Slam.
Back to throw, Ritter. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
I'm getting the sense that this offense is getting frustrated. Here we are into the third quarter, and they've had plenty of opportunities to get in sync. Thus far, that hasn't happened. They're looking for answers both on the sidelines and in the huddle looking at each other.
Ritter from the gun on third down. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's going to have a Falcons first down. They needed 5 there on third down. He winds up getting 7.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Check 99. Check 99. Check the hot read. 31's the mic. I hope you brought your lunch because I'm about to take you to school. 31's the mic. Hey.
Sticking with the passing game. Here's Ritter again. That's out wide here for Robinson. And he'll get it down here to the 43. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And he is going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to convert, albeit not by much, on 3rd and a yard. On play action, here's Ritter. Oh, the Commanders are going to get there as he's taken down. That's Deron Payne with a sack that time. That's their first time getting to the quarterback, sack number 1. And, you know, they had 5 last week, I'm remembering.
And you have to find a way to slow down the pass rush, not necessarily with just protecting your quarterback, but you show them a lot of different looks, and they did that in the first half. You know, different angles, different things to slow down the speed. They got to him here in the second half. Now they've got to come up with a counter to that and maybe do something different.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Ritter will set up to throw it. And he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this 3rd quarter. From the corner, it was Kendall Fuller with a sack.
Brandon, what I remember most about playing with guys who knew how to rush the passer, they would just tell you, just cover people for me, just long enough for me to get there. And that's exactly what happened on that play.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. 4th down, big play. Here's Ritter sliding out of the pocket. Now on the run, he'll throw it back deep over the middle. Oh, that is incomplete. The Falcons go for it, but it doesn't work out. And Washington will take control of the football in great field position. On first down, Goodson. And he's able to carve out about 6 there, down to the 37. And I think we can get used to seeing more of that in this 4th quarter, especially if they're having success on the ground like they did there.
Yeah, I think back when we met with the head coach in preseason, and all he talked about was building a bully. And I think it was this situation he was envisioning. Trying to ice a game, plenty of time left, but being able to give the ball to his big runner and pound away and try and finish off a game.
And he got half of what he needed there, 2 yards, and it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. They'll run with Gibson. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27.
He was tackled at the 27-yard line. An 8-yard pickup. And the Washington first down.
Up the middle they go. Goodson, he's able to get 6. A nice pickup down to the 21.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And McLaurin going to pick up a Commander's first down as he's brought down at the 16.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the 4th, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and look like turtle at this point. You can just go ahead and play.
Now a dump off here complete. They'll wind up getting just a yard, and that'll bring up second down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Now a give, right side. Goodson, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
And this offense on 3rd down today, they've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. Now he'll look to throw it. And he finds McLaurin. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Now Joey Sly for the point after. And he's been a busy man. 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
Commanders 35. Falcons 3.
Kick team out there for the Commanders as they send this one away. And Patterson not going to return this. It'll come out to the 25. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat. Going up top for Miller, and that's caught inside the 30. And he will step out of bounds here inside the 30. It's a big play there for Atlanta. 46 yards.
Blue striker. Yellow. Zoom.
Now Ritter going to change up the look. On first down, he'll drop to throw. This is caught. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. A very solid gain of 27. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. Algier is into the end zone. It's a Falcons touchdown. Well, that was a quick drive. The passing game set it up, and then the running game finishes it off.
And how about how few plays it was to get it done, but they threw it downfield and then pounded it into the end zone. And as a former defender, I can tell you, it hurts just a little bit more when they run it into the end zone instead of throwing it.
Ritter will throw for it. And he's got it for the two-point conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And this is going to be covered up by Washington. Fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Faking the handoff. Howell. He's got the hook up downfield to Samuel. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. Howell throwing on first down here. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And the Falcons are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively, getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. But we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carpet. And a double coverage, and it's intercepted. And the Commanders force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now. That's 9 interceptions in this two-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. That one looks like he'll throw here. Target is to Dotson, and he's got him. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. A give up the middle to Gibson. They'll get a couple yards back, but not more than that. They'll be left with 12 yards to go on third down. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game. We'll see what they have drawn up here a little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down. Howell down to throw it. He's got his target. That's complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Give them 22 there on the third down conversion. Partner, I know we're still in the afternoon slate here. Some primetime games still on the docket, but it's going to be tough to top this effort. What an offensive performance we have seen. They have been unstoppable from the moment we began this game, and they're not holding back. They're still throwing the football here in the fourth.
They certainly are, and let me tell you something. If you're old school, you don't like this at all. But in today's football, you just go ahead and savor it. Watch a team execute at a high level. Doesn't matter what the scoreboard says.
Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down. Well, fourth quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
Now a 2nd and 10. Now a handoff up the middle. Goodson. And a solid run here as he'll pick his way down to the 42-yard line. 62 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times. Right back to him on first down. Troy Anderson, the man on the tackle. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college, and how about in the NFL? The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee, and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
So a victory here for the Commanders. And really, it looked at times like they just had this one in cruise control out there.
Yeah, they deserve a ton of credit because you and I both know, heck, they knew. But this is a tough place to play. Overcame that with ease. Robbed home with an easy win. And here's the best part for them. It'll be easy to get to the airport because the crowd left pretty early in this one, didn't they?
Well, plus they have a police escort.
Okay, you had to spoil that part of it. Of course, they're going to get there. But think about how wide open things are now because this crowd didn't expect this.
No.
So they went back to the tailgate and said, let's go eat. This one isn't any fun for us.
Yeah, they took the drama out of this one pretty early on. So for the Commanders, their strong start to the year continues as they're up to 5-1. And they'll have another road date next week with the New York Giants. Meanwhile, for the Falcons, they can't quite seem to turn things around as they fall into 2-4 now on the year. And they'll try to get back on the beam next week as they'll head to Tampa to take on the Bucs.
Tonight, from GEHA Field at Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City.
So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. Off the play fake. Here's Hurts. Roll it, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. He couldn't get rid of it. He takes a sack for a loss of 6 to bring up second down. How about the defense there trying to set the tone on the very first play of the game?
Yeah, there's a little bit of a glow here tonight because they brought the heat right out of the gate. What a good job establishing a tone for this one.
They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down. Seemed like a couple sets of eyes were on the quarterback, so he decided, hey, I'm going to hand this off. Got a good gain out of it.
And you know you need good blocking up front in order to gain yardage, but every one of these RPOs, if you do it right and they look the same, whether it's handed off inside or the quarterback keeps it, that allows you to fool the defense so often. And in this case, fooled them with the inside run.
A quick throw there is incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a fourth down. Well done.
So still a scoreless game in the first, but they're going to go for this thing on their own side of the field on fourth down. They'll roll him out right. He's got him in, complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. They go for it on fourth down, and it pays off big time as they pick up 29. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 42-yard line. Flush to his right. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing the throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the first down, and don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
Here now, 2nd and 4. This is Swift on the counter. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. You talk about this Chiefs defense. And they've been excellent against the pass, the number 6 unit in the NFL.
Yeah, defending the pass hasn't been an issue for them. It's been stopping the run. And if they don't stop the run, they can't get back to their strength, which is guarding against the air attack.
And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. The Eagles at 5-4 now on the year, and they come in off the extended break from the bye.
And I think it was much needed as well because you play 2.5 months. You know you're ready for some time off in order to get prepared for the home stretch. In fact, when they looked at the schedule to start the season, I think they liked where their open week fell.
Give them a gain of 5 on the completion, and it'll be second down. They will run straight ahead with Swift. 5 yards on first down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on second. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Hurts. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Watkins. And he is going to have an Eagles first down. They needed 4. He doubled that. He wound up getting 8. Pretty good location there on that throw.
It really was, wasn't it? That was likely one where...
inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. Give him 4 yards there on the first down keeper. 9-yard line, 2nd and 6. Hurts sets up to throw it. That's complete right around the 8. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And this will wind up being a 3rd and 3. From the gun, here's Swift. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play. The stop there on 3rd, they could have held him to 3 on this opening drive. Now they have to bow their necks on 1st and goal.
And if I'm looking at this from the offense's point of view, that's a big-time pickup right there, and I'd go right at him with another momentum play. I'd go quickly and attack them, because right now they probably have their heads down a little bit since they didn't stop him on 3rd down.
Penny is into the end zone for an Eagle touchdown.
It's not often you talk about statement.
So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. They go play action with Hurts. Rolling to his left. He's going to look deep for Watkins. And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Quez Watkins with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Eagles have taken the lead. I don't think you can get any more efficient or tidy, whatever word you want to use than that. I mean, one play, 75 yards, end zone.
Yeah, efficient, tidy.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. And the Chiefs are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line. So now this offense will take over, and they will have the football at their own 20-yard line. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Dancing to his left. Looking left sideline, it's complete. And he's going to be knocked out of bounds all the way down at the 40-yard line. A big change in field position there. That's 40 yards on the catch and run.
A lot of running backs in the passing game, they're just used to check it down to them or maybe dump off passes. But this guy, they use him to stretch the field, don't they?
He stretched it right there, turned it into a really nice game. Hurts throw taken in by Watkins here. And he's taken down inside the 30. And this game to the last one, and they moved the ball over 50 yards in 2 plays. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7. On first down, Hurts. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And, it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Justin Reed. And the Chiefs are going to get the football. All right, the offense back out there now. Let's see what they can put together. And some nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield and down to the 47. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. First down, and they go with Swift again. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Yeah, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
Buying time to his left. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. An excellent gain, 35 yards. Now Hurts going to shift him around a bit. He'll look to throw. This will be caught at about the 6. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Now a give right side Swift. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. Here's Hurts to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Nick Bolton. And the Chiefs are going to take possession. Right now we're all even. It's a tie game as we drop you back in and the offense gets set to take over. Play action. Here's Hurts. He'll buy some time right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that's caught inside the 35. A big play there for Philly. 51 yards.
Well, he already had a big receiving game working, and it's going to get a lot better here. Defensively, they're fortunate this is not a touchdown, but he's just been absolutely unstoppable, and he comes up with yet another gigantic play.
They'll throw on first down with Hurts. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
When you run in the slant, timing is everything, and against that man coverage, there was no space available, and incompletion as a result.
And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete.
They haven't been able to stop them so far this series, but getting a nice little stand from their defense now.
Throwing is Hurts. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Wide open is Watkins. He's got him. Touchdown, Eagles. So now this offense will take over, and they will have the football at their own 20-yard line. On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. Sliding out of the pocket. This one complete down the field to Goddard. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
As they began this drive, I was wondering how they were going to attack since they're playing with the lead. Would they continue to try and push the ball downfield? Well, after one play, it appears that the answer is yes.
On first down, they look downfield, and it's complete. A big play there for Philly. 48 yards. So now following the big play, they've got a 1st and goal all the way down at the 10. And he gets halfway home from the 10 to the 5 on a pickup of 5. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
Hurts going to keep it on the draw. And they're able to stop him short. On 3rd and 6, they'll only pick up 4. The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Now the offense back out onto the field as they'll take over here in the final minute of this 3rd quarter. Now a play fake here on 1st down. He'll hit Watkins on the crossing route. Now he's loose again. He may go. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Quez Watkins. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. This game was really a tussle, seemed like just a moment ago, and now they've got the momentum. A couple of scores on their last pair of drives and a 2-score lead. I think here now you go conservative, right? Run the football, work the clock.
You know, I usually agree with you, but I'm going after them right here. I want to put this bad boy away. I wouldn't be afraid to throw it. They've got all the confidence, all the momentum on their side. Go ahead and take your dagger shots and try and finish this one off.
I disagree vehemently. I say run the football. You've got the lead.
Well, let's watch it and find out who's right.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. A handoff, Swift running to the left, and he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 47 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there, and on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously, but at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
Well, it certainly appears to me that the defensive guys are starting to look a little bit tired while he still has some fresh legs. Not the biggest gain we've seen on a scramble, but still some positive yardage on a play that initially looked like a sure win for the defense.
2nd down. Here's Hurts. And he will find his man Schwartz. That's complete. Now he's loose down the left sideline. Touchdown, Anthony Schwartz. Both offenses have been clicking in this one. A lot of points on the board. We'll see if that trend continues. From the gun, it's Hurts. That's to the sideline and incomplete. And their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy, because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out, because this one, it was over a long time ago.
It's an Eagles 1st down on a gain of 11. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Flushed out right. Oh, Brown, a nice catch. And he's going to look that one in one-handed. What a catch for the touchdown. And you wonder. We are in the 4th and final quarter as the offense will have the football starting this drive, 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He's going deep for Brown. And he's got it inside the 10. And quickly they get to the line. And he's is in. Touchdown, Eagles. So now we're in the final minute of the game in the fourth quarter as this offense gets ready to take over. They go play action here on first down. Escaping the pressure right. He finds his man complete. That's Watkins.
And he is finally forced out of bounds inside the 30-yard line.
The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. They're going to look to throw. That's going to be caught. And he will get into the end zone.
Well, this was a fun one today if you like points. A lot of them went on the board. Both offenses were clicking. Charles, East defense.